What's up, guys? LT Toro here. Welcome back to Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. Went back to town and resupplied some of my resurrection scrolls because we blew through so many last time. And what I want to do, instead of going down to that cave area, I want to go back up here to this goblin area first. So let's do that. I don't think they're hostile yet.
Stand back, pigskin. You are not welcome on our hallowed grounds.
I'll buy that off of you, though.
Enough. Go and rest. Drink spirit wine.
Alright, back off, goblin, or I'll cut that hissing tongue of yours. Rock, paper, scissors. Alright. Let's do... Let's try reason. Don't be so quick to dismiss me. We bring gold and goods for trading. Alright, I got a better shot of doing this. Let's try skipping it. Really? Okay. Try this again. Alright, there we go.
Goods. These are the things we welcome. You may pass if you want, but speak to the great spirit Totem. He'll decide your final fate. Until you do, you are forbidden to leave our tribe's seat.
Oh boy, okay. You'll speak to the totem.
Feeling hot under the collar.
We got some names we can't pronounce. Goblin grunt.
Me, my goblins, gather round your totem.
Some named ones.
The spirits die for me, my goblins. Die.
Alright, let's talk to the totem.
Now rise from the dead.
Wait, what's he want?
Yadasha the Bountiful be praised that we have made it out of that hell-sent sandstorm. The hour grows so very late, so very quickly. Pace-slowing impediments such as these will be the death of us should they persist.
Care to explain why a little wind gets you all in a huff?
I've told you parts of the saga that is my life, Hunter. But I have yet to divulge the true reasons for my haste. Perhaps, at long last, I had better do so.
Oh, please, Jayon. Let us hear your story.
Yes, let's get this over with.
Yes, let's. Start at the beginning. Wait. We've heard some of this.
The reverence of this totem now. The reverence of this totem now.
I remember about this.
The reverence of this totem now stand. And enough. Go and rest. Drink spirit wine.
So you of all people turned to demonology.
It had to be. There was no other way. I could feel the life slipping out of me like love out of a betrayed spouse's heart. So I studied tomes so old the dust that fell from their centuries' unperused pages never knew the light of the stars that now shine. I drew forbidden symbols. I spoke unhallowed words, and from the smoke that rose like a dragon's last breath, a demon appeared to me and said, "Ask, O blighted king, and you shall have." "Just tell me," I cried. "Tell me what ails me."
Gather round your totem.
You asked the demon what ails you. What is its answer?
Heraka. Never had I known a single word can cut deeper than the sharpest of daggers. With maddening glee, the demon told me she was one of his kin, A soul-swallowing horror that had been feeding on both my body and my spirit like a leech. An ancient being was she, that moved from king to king throughout the ages, filling their hearts with love, then draining them of life. After such revelations, does one truly desire to live on? Death seemed like a mother then, welcoming me with her all will be well embrace. Yet still I feared exceedingly her seemingly sweet caress, and the oblivion that would follow. Release me from her, demon, and give me back the strength of a sick, free existence. So went my desperate plea. It smiled, of course it did. Smiled bare 100 razors as its eyes came alight with infernal fire. 1,000 years I will give you, it whispered. But then your soul shall be mine to incarcerate in the depths of hellish nemesis. As for your throne, that I'll have now. What say you, O brittle king? Do you accept my terms?
Did you accept it?
I did. Yes, I hissed, fool that I was. I should have died that day. But instead, I fell into a stupor and awoke in a different realm of Rivellon, bereft of all my wealth, and with my soul betrothed to a demon's debauchery that would be 10 centuries in the making. But it had also kept its promise, that life-seeding obscenity of a creature, for I was my young, my healthy self again. And yet, my bodily convalescence merely betrayed my utter mental degradation. A necromancer and a demonologist I had become. A lowly conjurer of atrocities whose every heartbeat screamed Hiraka, and pumped the bitterest of biles through my being. Like a savage, I lived in the wilds, a companion of beasts, not man. It was there that I learned to love them so, the animals of this world. These gentle beings that don't know the meaning of betrayal, greed, that kill but to feed, not because it brings them wealth, pleasure.
Alright.
Now stand. Enough. Go
Or pray away.
Okay, whatever.
Why? What have we here? One of two. The two of one. The torn of time. Oh, I know all about you. Clueless outcast, more than you know yourself. Among these faithful minions of mine, you may stay unharmed. You may leave unmolested, but only if you indulge me. I wonder, don't you know? Reflect on that which was, is, and shall be. And I wonder how you would respond to a few hypotheticals, if hypotheticals indeed they are.
Yeah.
Now stand and greet for.
I'm ready for your questions.
Let us begin. Say you meet two soldiers on a strip of beach. They impede your way, the discourteous drunks. Do you accept their orders to accompany them? Or do you stay true to your course and damn their lives?
I believe we accepted their orders.
Not me. I would stay true to my course.
Really, Scarlet?
To me, my goblins, gather round your totem.
I mean, we will go with my hypothetical, or your life will be hypothetical.
You and your damn pig-headedness. Back off, or gladly let you.
No, we'll do as I say, and there's an end to it.
Now say you meet a starving man. He is eyeing raw fish on a merchant stall, as if it were the world's greatest treasure. Do you slap his hand bent on thievery? Or do you close your eyes to his lawless intent?
What did we do?
To me,
I think we slapped his hands.
Not me. I would close my eyes.
Okay, here we go again, Scarlet.
You and your damn pig-headedness. Back off or gladly let this...
No.
And finally, say that you meet a creature in distress. A beast of burden, perhaps. Wounded while protecting his mistress or master when they were assaulted by lonely bandits. Do you go to great lengths to save it, even though it doesn't concern you in the least? Or do you leave it to die and become carrion bird supper? Me, my
I know we saved
gather
it.
around your totem.
Not me. I would leave it to die. You and your damn pig-headedness.
No. We'll do as I...
You have answered me truthfully. You who have been ripped from the ages. Your words do not belie your actions. Hear the spirits speak, my goblins. It is not to be speared, this creature. It may freely dwell among your kind. Gather round your totem.
I need a moment to reflect.
For the good of all, source owners ought to be altruistic, as I without exception.
Wargraf looks at the ground and sniffs Riley. All he can smell are goblin droppings.
It does feel quite...
incredulously at the kowtowing goblins. Falling fools, the lot of them, he appears to think.
To me, my goblins.
Okay.
Gather round your totem.
I've grown increasingly selfless, but I wonder if I've gone too far. What sort of source hunter is as soft-hearted as I've become? It's absurd. It does feel quite good to give of oneself to those in need.
You've quite trended toward altruism, haven't you?
Anyway, alright, so we can walk around here now freely. Can we talk to these guys when they're not doing all this silly stuff? Right. What is this way? Stuff. And a waypoint shrine. We want that.
Feeling hot under the collar.
Probably have read it. No? Got some crafting stuff. Oh, whoa. Slow down. Who's this guy? A slave? 2 orc warriors. Where are we map-wise? We are right here. So we have just quite a bit of map left to uncover. This guy looks like he needs help.
Work it can, so gold them will give us.
Gold? Aye. Enough to buy myself another human. For cooking.
If you want human for cooking, why not use this?
I told you he'd but a mighty one. A fat one for stew. Aye.
What is that?
What if we want to come
What are these
to
things?
Daddy? Do we have to
Poison
pay the
slug.
toll too? Who too?
Amadeus and Archibald. Huh. Alright. Dude, I didn't say you could heal yourself.
Feeling trapped!
Alright, let's talk to old boy.
Blessed may you be by all seven gods, dear champion. But for your timely intervention, I would have ended up in either an orcish cauldron or the goblin slave pen, whence these thugs were ordered to march me.
How did you end up here?
I'm from Hunter's Edge, a hamlet to the east of here. Heed my advice and stay well away from that pitiable place, for no human may walk there freely anymore. The orcs came in the night, and we stood as much chance as chickens would, locked in a hen house with a pack of starving wolves. Not to mention that our champion Medora had already abandoned us. Those who escaped their initial frenzy, eluded their horrid hunger, were all enslaved. I myself was en route to be sold as a slave to the goblins, but those idiot orcs denied to pay a troll their eternal troll toll. Needless to say, a fight ensued. A fight that brute of a troll won with flying colours. We merry three were the only ones to escape the carnage and taking a bit of a breather. That is to say, the fight had made my orc guardians hungry once more. Had Pudgy Pete survived, it'd have been skinned and chopped by now. Regular devils, these orcs.
I have some more questions for you.
Go ahead.
Tell me about the goblins.
The goblins have been the masters of Silverglen's mines for a while now. Took it by force. From what I hear, the erstwhile miners back in the village have no idea their brethren from Hunter's Edge are being forced to slave in their lost quarry. The more fool them.
Do you know more about the mines?
Ask me not why it has been the nucleus of such strife, for I haven't the foggiest. In truth, I don't intend to find out either. Thanks again for freeing me, dear champion. I'll make a dash for it to Seal, and hope the undead there have grown sluggish enough for me to slip by.
Don't worry, I killed them all. So what, you just ran off a cliff and died, huh? Alright. So, we can talk to this sad deer.
butterflies. They must taste great on bread.
These things can just be blown up. I'm just tempted to just throw a fire arrow in there and just boom. Alright, what is up here? Another little campsite area. Alright, well. Let's talk to the deer.
The deer casts a fearful glance at you. It opens its mouth as if to speak, but no words escape.
What happened? Did you lose your voice?
With great sadness in its eyes, the deer nods and points its head toward the east. Yonder dwells what took its voice, if indeed this animal is to be believed.
Do we have to pay the toll too? Who too?
Alright, Scarlet, you need to heal up first.
We want to cross the beach, Daddy. Do we have to pay the toll too?
I needed that.
What?
Seems like these trolls have been busy of late.
They must be powerful indeed to overcome so many. Orcs and humans both.
No sooner have you spoken to the mute deer than Walgraf slips a piece of paper in your hand.
Sorcerer at work. I know it. Hunt, find, slay.
Why would anyone destroy an animal's voice? What use would a sorcerer have for doing so?
Why not? Another man reads. Sorcerers depraved, have no reasons, and have no reason to live.
Okay.
We want to cross the beach, Daddy. Do we
I don't know
have
if
to
those
pay
guys
the
are going
toll
to attack
too?
us or not. Doesn't look like it.
Too. What if we want to cross the beach, Daddy?
Look! One of the alien aspect approaches. Go on, my boy. State the ancient demand.
A toll troll.
Well nigh correct, my son, but not quite.
Troll.
You come very close in your approximation of the venerable bid, my boy. But a tiny flaw distorts it still.
Troll.
Capital, my son. Most excellent. I'm very proud of you indeed. Now then, dearest wanderer of Lucula's leaf-strewn lanes, you have heard our inviolable command. Pay us trolls the toll that is our prerogative, and the bridge shall be yours to cross.
Who are you two?
I am Bridgekeeper Archibald, and this wee cherub is my dear son, Amadeus. I'm in charge of his education, and will see to it that one day he shall become the greatest bridgekeeper ever to have voiced the hallowed tenet. Troll toll, yes, so he shall. So he shall indeed.
I have some other questions for you.
Ask them, and I shall answer.
What happened to those dead travelers?
Those clubbed unfortunates over yonder, they did not pay the toll, traveler. And to be clubbed, I'm afraid, is the fate that indubitably befalls those who do not heed the infrangible doctrine that is troll toll.
Let's discuss the Troll King.
They say only one of your kind has ever met him, and even that is but a rumor. Aradino is the name this exception went by. The sorcerer. Know you, so quit that grimace of eccentric character. I was told he had a lair upon Lucula's desert plain, but have never seen proof myself. All for the better, I believe. For should he have stood in the presence of the king, his presence would have been snuffed decisively and brutally.
Bang!
With a bang indeed, Amadeus.
Why must we pay a toll?
Because our king deems it equitable that we should do so. His word is law amongst us trolls, and by extension, anyone who travels through his lands, the woods of Lucula.
Let's discuss. Wait, hold on. Yeah, give me that. Let's discuss the toll.
Now then, my boy, please acquaint our aspirant bridge crosser with the quantity of the toll they must pay.
The toll is 1,000,000 gold coins.
Really?
Indeed it is not, Amadeus, as you very well know. Greed is a vice, my son. It is a vulture most vile that preys on virtue. Cast it from your soul, and restate the pecuniary levy we desire with all your heart's honesty. 1,350 coins, please, traveler. 1,350 coins.
We'll pay him.
Like hell it isn't. We are not paying, and that's that.
Scarlet. You and I are gonna have a long chat when this is over, baby. Do me a favor, okay?
You're babbling again. I've a good mind to remove that tongue of yours.
No, we'll do as I...
Thank you very much indeed. You have been most courteous and forthcoming. Now then, what do we say, my boy, to the kind traveler who has sufficiently dispersed us?
We say thank you. Thank you, traveler. But, Daddy, this is such a bore. I want to club some more.
Amadeus! Such a bore I want to club some more? Have you been talking to that ne'er-do-well of a Belagard again? Please do forgive him, Wanderer. I shall have a sound word with this wee rapscallion indeed. In the meantime, do feel free to cross the bridge. A troth thank you have wholeheartedly.
Okay. Mute deer wandering Lucula Forest urges to go east in pursuit of its malefactor. It seems to have lost his voice quite recently. Alright. Hopefully we don't have to pay it every time we cross it. Let's go check this out. This guy, Roy, and his animals.
Howdy. Lovely day for a romp through the forest, ain't it?
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Ha! Like hell. Goblins round here swarm as thick as flies round my cattle's asses. Put an axe in my bodyguard's face, one of them did. Right where his big drunken nose used to be.
Tell me about yourself.
So, you wish to partake in a polite little parley about our respective prospects, purposes, and expectations in life, do you? Rotten, cotton-picking nonsense, that. I'm Roy. I'm in the animal trade. And instead of knocking back cheap rye and silver gland, I'm stuck in a friggin' forest surrounded by totem-worshipping savages that want to use my privates for target practice. There. Now you know it all.
Nice animals you have.
Aye, my latest set of merchandise. Joy to herd 'em, that lot, until they crap all over your shoes, that is. Won't cost me fortunes on bootblack's wages much longer, though. Bought 'em for cheap from Berkshire back in the city, and I'm about to sell 'em dearly indeed in sacred stone. Full of lunatics, that place, or so I've been told. They'll slice these beasts from ear to ear the moment they can get their hands on 'em. Use the blood in rituals or some such. Lunatics, right? Madman.
Let me ask you some more questions.
Must you?
Tell me about your bodyguard.
Donnie. Bah, some thug from Seal he was. All balls, no brains, you know. Perfect set of qualities to lead me past them zombies, I figured. Figured right, I did, until we met them goblins. Now, you can have balls bigger than that bull over there, but it takes a fair bit of wit and cunning to beat a goblin at the hunting game. And Donnie, I tell you, the simple soul would have believed you if you told him eggs grow on eggplants.
What do you know about Silver Glen?
Not but your typical mining settlement is Silver Glen. You know the kind. Rough and tumble shacks, rough and tumble workfolk, and a handful of women that let their petticoats drop to the floor the moment they see a shiny coin between your fingers.
Those goblins you mentioned sound nasty.
No kidding. Ferocious as a hungry mountain lion, that lot. With swords and spears for talent. Donnie and I must have adventured too far north. I'm just gonna hang low until I can no longer smell him, and then I'll make a dash for it. Without an escort this time.
Perhaps you need an escort out of here.
Oh, you'll provide protection, will ya? Be my paladin, my knight in shining armor. Like hell you will. You with your fancy weapons and armor, you rattle like a gypsy's wagon. Every damn goblin between here and the friggin' moon'll hear us coming. No, I'll get out of here soon enough by my God's damn self.
All right, have fun on that.
You may be too tough and wiry to be eaten, but I'm a
So this cad is leading these beasts to the slaughter. I say we slaughter him.
Walgraf positions himself between Roy and the menacingly advancing Jehan. He is not about to engage in carnage over a handful of cattle.
Okay. Scarlet, talk to these guys.
Ahoy, traveler. Let me salute you with true ovine spirit. Welcome.
What can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Bruce, ram, roamer, and reveler. Revel in what you ask. The beauty that is Doreen. That is this sweet, nay, this cherubic cow. The cutest of her kind ever to have moved.
So you fancy Doreen, do you?
Why, yes. Do tell me, have you ever beheld a bovine belle as elegant as her? No, for such a cow does not exist. Would that I could partake in the privilege that boar of a bull enjoys. How cute and woolly our offspring would be.
I'm afraid Rory's about to sell you to a butcher.
Even lambs on a lavender eider now. Tell me it isn't true. Am I to go like a sheep to the... Well, you know the horrid phrase. Please, help me.
A shiny day to you. Delighted to make your acquaintance.
Please tell me about yourselves.
Your interest in my modest person truly flatters me. My name is Doreen, and this is my husband, my flame, my love, my Valentine, Maurice. Oh, Maurice, darling, do be quiet. He never bothered to master the human tongue, you see, and is therefore wholly incapable of indulging in this delightful conversation.
Moo?
Yes, that'll do, Maurice. I's just so excited, don't you know, as am I, to go to the golden pastures of Silver Glen. Roy, our owner, has been going on and on about how all of us will soon be in a better place indeed.
You do know you're to be slaughtered in Silver Glen, don't you?
Dear me. Slaughter? Blood? This cannot be. We must do something. Maurice, darling, do something. Bit late for that, innit? Trust you to raise a moot point, Maurice. Oh, kind human, have mercy on us poor animals. Deliver us from certain death in horrid Silver Glen.
Alright, so...
Gods be damned. You cows smell something.
let's talk to the rabbit.
Sup, mate?
What's up, mate? Who are you, Sir Rabbit?
I'm Timfred, mate. Badass buck. Wood?
Really? You should know that death awaits you in Silver Glen.
Say what? I ain't joining that party, mate. I'm off. Cheers and peace out.
We're doomed, Maurice.
Later.
Doomed.
Oh, that pissed you off, did it?
You always say the sweetest.
You know what?
Skewer one of them with your horns. Perhaps even as much
Yeah.
as 5.
Donnie would have
In
been
the
in
end, you can't
stitches if he
skewer them
heard
all.
that.
Poor Maurice.
We'll kill him.
We're doomed. The hero of the hour, nay, the century. How agreeable it is to gaze upon you.
Alright, you're free from Roy. You're safe.
My champion, I am in your debt. Maurice and I are infinitely grateful. May neither thine horns nor thine udders ever wither.
Moo?
Well said, my dear Maurice. Well spoken indeed. But what shall we do next? We can hardly travel with you, now can we, kind hero? Perhaps we could seek those legendary pastures that nasty creature of a Roy described. They may well be real, for a man such as he hasn't the imagination to dream up such a lovely place. Though perhaps it is safer and more convenient simply to return to Sisale.
Only danger lies ahead. Go back to Sisal and be safe there, or follow your dream. Yeah, Sisal.
Cecile is nothing but a dead end. They should try to find happiness somewhere else.
Well, if they go to Silver Glen, I don't remember seeing any pastures there.
I'll send you to pastures new if you don't back down.
Very well.
Yes, I had hoped you would say that. Oh, this is dizzyingly exciting. Maurice Dumpling, let us embark on a thrilling adventure forthwith.
Oh, by the way, Doreen, this guy right here, Bruce, wants to put one in you. Just saying. Maurice, you might want to look out for him.
Toasty.
Don't care. Don't care. Oh, that's another book we haven't seen. Have we been here before? I don't think so. Scarlet, come talk to this little rabbit.
Stand back, puny human, or I shall sear you with the eternal flames of the mighty Drog. Fear the wind of my wings. Quiver before the might of my razored talons.
Flames, wings, and talons, eh? You don't look much like a dragon to me.
Blasphemy! Do your imperfect eyes fail to recognize my true nature? A rabbit I may be without, but a dragon I remain within.
You're a dragon, why are you in a rabbit's body?
Even an eternal creature of legend and myth needs a vacation from the limelight now and then. Sometimes it does one good to hop about among the clover without one's every waking moment remembered in song and story.
Well, good luck to you, Sir Dragon.
Be gone, weakling!
Alright.
I need hasting!
Alright, so where is this taking us? Have we been here? Okay, this is, alright, it brought us in a circle. This is where we were earlier. Last episode, we were going to go through this way. Instead, we're just coming from the back side of it. Okay. This will lead us down. Ooh, a chest. Okay. Cool. What's that? Oh, that's that trapped place. Alright. Figure out where I am now. Okay, so let's try to get this beehive. Why would there be money in a beehive? Not that I'm complaining, but seems like there would be honey in it, not cash. Alright, where are we going? I'll go back this way. This is the way I wanted to go. Bewildered Cabineer. Anything else around here I can loot? Okay, this will take us to this melting place. Alright, let's talk to the old boy here. Can't talk to him. Can't move. There we go.
Are you real? My mind is turning with illusions. The spiders. It couldn't have been. Could it? My companions, is it too late?
Sir, what happened here?
There's cobwebs behind my eyes. Coming out of my ears. Am I mad? No. No, impossible. I am clearer now than I have been in days. Of that much I am certain. The Spider Queen. It was she who poisoned us. She who would see her spawn gnaw off our limbs while we cried tears of thankful devotion.
You say the Spider Queen poisoned you?
Yes, I can nearly remember. We're travelers, you see. Traders and merchants, ever en route from village to town. We'd heard these dusty plains would find us face to face with goblins, but this deterred us not. But the high winds proved too great for travel, and so we made an early camp that first night. As the sun disappeared below the horizon, the plains grew still, hauntingly still. We felt it in our stomachs, the unreality of it, suddenly, as though she had appeared in a thunderclap. She was there among us, and none so much as fathomed the word escape before she'd stung us. But we did not die, no. Her bite was not a poison of death, but of dreams. Within minutes, each of us had succumbed. Hail to the Queen! The refrain sounded over and over, first in our minds, then from our very mouths.
Okay. So let's go check out that chest down here. Wait, where was it? It was this way. Nice. See if we can see anybody over here, but I guess we're too far. There's flags. Is that Immaculate? Or is that Troll? Okay, so we have a choice. We can go down through here. Or I think I want to do this. Before we do that, let's head to the Troll Bridge. I want to see what was past that. Where? Goblin Village. There we go. See what's going on up here. It's like nothing.
What if we want to cross the bridge, Daddy? Do we have to pay the toll too? Who too?
You must gather your was that Baldur's Gate? Where's everyone? Where's the rest? Where's... Who am I missing? You. Scarlet. The hell? Why isn't she, joining the party? Phantom Forest.
Dear dear me, it is happening! The void, the darkness, dear me, dear me, dear me, time lies in tatters!
What in the hell's is going on?
There's this place, this pit that lies to the north. It is a rift of chaos, an epicenter of a time and space-devouring force. Void demons are besetting Rivellon, and the storms of chaos are shuddering through our own dear homestead. Demons creep through the rift. They must all be destroyed.
Okay. I need more information if I'm to face demons.
Not just any demons. Void demons. They are impervious to attacks with weapons or magic that any creature of this world can muster. But they have one weakness, for their simmering presence has permeated this area through and through for a long time. Tenebrium, that is the answer. The black ore that is dark as the void itself. Arm yourself with this foul material, and you shall be able to shred their bloodstone that controls their portal.
What about the rift? How do I close it?
The rift is the portal through which the demons seep. There is blood magic at work here, and he who says blood magic says immaculates. A bloodstone fuels the rift. Obliterate it, and the rift shall close. I've scouted ahead of it and seen that 3 paths, or what passes for paths, lead to the center of the wasteland that lies before you. To the left is an encampment of immaculates. Yes, they're but immaculates, but their weapons look sharp as shark's teeth. So don't barge in like cats at a dog's wedding. The central path is a big no-no too, brimming with demons. I really wouldn't recommend it. Which leaves the right path, which may not be the right path at all, for it is deceptively calm along its trail and positively overflowing with magma. So basically I can offer you 3 options, all of them as appetizing as pig feed. And yet you'll have to swallow your portion whole. If not, the end of time will be swept into the void, and Rivellon with it.
How can the void beasts that are here harm the homestead?
They exist beyond the normal continuum of time. They are here, and they are sweeping through the winds of chaos at the end of ages, shredding what they find. Unless they are defeated, your home away from home shall sink into the maelstrom of oblivion, piece by piece. Do what you can, my friend. Do not falter. All depends on your prowess, and our homestead won't grow an inch until you've solved this dire matter.
Alright, well, I believe that's going to be a bit ahead of ourselves right now. We have other things to focus on. Let's head back to Goblin Village. Alright, did we look in there? Yeah. Alright, let's see if there's someone we can talk to here. We didn't really do that. Who's this? Micus. Oh.
Gather round your totem. For the reverence of this totem now stand and fought.
Okay, well, this one leads where? Over here. What is this? Okay, we went that way. Oh, hold on. Bird nest.
I can only hope this might be a magpie's nest.
Hey, it's got pumpkin soup in it. Why not? Okay, the animals found their way over here. We got Maldini the Bard, Kirill, Madame Leonstra, like a circus. Alright, let's go check them out. Cat, wolf.
But would you have guessed he would quickly before my audience disperses? I can't seem to convince Mrs. Hollingsworth there to choose a tale. Would you mind doing us all the honor?
Give me that.
I'd be harrowed to sing to you of Brachus Rex, the last Source King. Delighted to sing of Astarte, the fallen goddess of the source. Terrified to tell you of Babe Oape, the hag of death.
Let's sing of Brachus Rex.
Ah, and so sing I shall, Source Hunter. But I warn you, the legend of the king is less story than history. And as realities tend to be, this tale is far more fantastic than fiction. Brachus Rex, that most terrible of kings, that most evil of wicked worms, defiler of lands, destroyer of cities and dreams, finally defeated by the noble Source Hunters and cast down to rot. But would you have guessed he was once a wee tot, apple-cheeked and darling, and that he loved his twin sister as the moon does the sun? They were forged by their very souls, the twins, and neither desired to live in a world which the other had flown. Yes, Brachus Rex was once Brachus the Babe, and hand in hand with his twin Cassandra, he navigated a simple childhood. But both these babes, dear listener, had the blood of sorcerers in them. Cassandra resisted, but Brachus fell. Down the Source King fell, down the rabbit hole of dark magic. Up Cassandra tried to pull him, but fast she failed. Soon he had outgrown her. She was weakness, childhood, the one weight dragging him down from his dark ambitions. And so Brachus cursed her such that her souls separated, a wrenching of ether greater in pain than that of flesh. Having thus discarded his sister, Brachus the Babe choked and died. Brachus Rex was born, and Rivellon suffered.
Okay.
Oh, do you hear it, friend? The forest music hums, buzzes, falls and rises like waves, like starlight through the atmosphere. Imagination, friend. It's imagination that transforms this music into the surreal.
The hell are you?
Perhaps more music can help you unlock your dreams. Perhaps one of my compositions could add some modicum of joy to your life. I'd be so happy to share this gift with you. If it please you, select something from my catalogue.
Perhaps another time. We will
and that
check
he
this
loved
out.
his twin sister as the moon does the sun.
Let's talk to her.
They were forged by their very souls, the twins, and
Oh, very sorry. I shouldn't laugh. It's just next God's Day is going to be very eventful for the likes of you.
You profess to see the future?
Profess? Hardly. Who can stand those dried-up old windbags with their podiums and their gavels and their big curly wigs? Wait, what were we talking about? Ah, yes, Source Hunter. I do not profess to see the future. I simply do. I am the knower of secrets, the conveyor of fates, and have been since the age of 2.
Tell me about yourself.
I'll have roasted rabbit for supper next week. My firstborn, Charlio, will arrive on a clear-skied afternoon, and in 7 years' time I'll inherit a pouch of gold as big as a dragon's egg. All this assuming, of course, you do not fail in your mission.
My mission? What would you know about that?
Well, certainly not the whole story, if I'm perfectly honest. A rare event, indeed. Some threads are missing from this particular cat's cradle, but I've worked out the major details. It seems, Source Hunter, that the fate of all of us mere mortals rests squarely in your hands.
That's a rather grand statement.
The truth is a grande dame, Source Hunter. I'm sure your jumpy, impish friend would quite agree with me on that point.
Clairvoyant are you? I'd like to hear a secret if you have any.
And I'd like the voices in my head to quit their mewling, but they insist to me as I'll insist to you. Money talks. 6 secrets I may have for you, Source Hunter.
And
granted, you can pay the price.
Bullshit walks. Okay. What can you tell me about my future?
That depends. How much have you got? Choose carefully, Source Hunter, for I can only consult the heavens for you a single time. One mustn't become too greedy regarding fate. No, no. A glut of foresight can drive one rather batty indeed.
Thus was love. Man came there, and he grew knowing only Astarte's love, the many ways to give it and receive it.
If you meet any wanderers, send them our way, won't you? My priceless collection of life ceramic infants won't grow itself, you know.
Revered source in kind.
Alright.
But like all love affairs, it was soon spotted by 2.
We can loot this stuff, though.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
Because you ran through fire.
In time, as must everyone, Astarte faltered. How she fell and why we know not. But we know that suddenly
Look at this shit. Alright. I'll take all of it.
Had to kill to do it. Those who attempted to meditate upon Source, those who had once communed with the goddess, went mad. Where did the goddess go? Only the divines know. Her temples alone remain. Her temples and the sick source that plagues us now. Oh, how mighty! Oh, how fallen!
Alright.
Did someone leave an oven door open?
I want to pay for the secrets and the future and everything, you know, but it's a lot of money. And I kind of feel like it's a bit of a scam, like they normally would be. What is this?
I can't keep up!
I can't keep up.
Check out a little bit more and then we'll call it a night. There's this over here. Interesting. Don't really have a use for dye.
Walker spotted something.
I need that. Death punch. prisoner. Oh, this is, once you get past all this mess. Okay. Cool. Alright, guys. I think we're going to park ourselves here for the night. Got a nice fire here. We could chit-chat with the animals. Listen to some music.
It had all only begun.
Eat a big giant block of cheese. Loot this bird nest.
I can only hope this might be a magpie's nest.
It's not. There we go. Okay, couldn't move. Alright guys, we're gonna call it a night here. When we come back, we'll check all the rest of the stuff out. And then we'll probably head down in the that area we saw that had all the lava. Don't know what else we can do at this point, so that's probably going to be our best option. So as always guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.